Hello friends, welcome here or welcome back to another video. I am so very happy to have you here. If you watched last week's video, you may know that recently I have just been feeling a little bit lost and a little bit like I want to re-find my purpose. I think that comes naturally after having a birthday and just generally reflecting on the person that you are and the person that you want to be. There's something about birthdays that just trigger that sense of time passing and they make you want to improve and better yourself. So a couple of weeks on from my birthday, I still have this feeling, but it is definitely coming from a place of motivation to be my best self and excitement about what the future holds rather than what it was a couple of weeks ago, which was completely fueled by anxiety and fear. I've reached this point where I feel like I need to give myself permission to do the things that I care about and that I have to make a bit more of a conscious effort to be courageous and brave and not to worry about what other people think. I definitely have come to this realization, I suppose, that I want to live every morsel of my life to its fullest extent whenever and wherever I can, and that doesn't come from just idly standing by and by living my life according to what I think others are going to think of it or of me. As well as that, I just think I would always encourage my friends to not care about what other people think and to just go and do what makes them happy. So today I am going to try and take my own advice, and I have planned us a fun, cozy day doing things that make me happy. So are you with me? Go ahead and grab a hot drink or a cold one, depending on your climate. Cozy up and let's be brave and bold together, relishing and celebrating who we are. Cheers, friends! So, the first thing on my list is something that I have actually already done this morning, and that is exercising. I have an interesting relationship with exercise. I really enjoy walking and just like being out in nature, but when it comes to exercising more for health reasons, physical health reasons specifically, I have found it so difficult to stick to anything that I have tried so far. But I feel like in this next phase of my life, I am a little bit more determined to try and find something that works for me. So this morning, I tried out some dance-centered workout videos, and they were actually really fun. I watched the footage back before filming this and it made me laugh so much because I do not look graceful. I do not know what is going on for the majority of the time. I very clearly have no idea what I'm doing, but that doesn't mean I didn't have fun, that I didn't feel good during and afterwards. So please enjoy this very short montage of me looking rather silly indeed. Well, I hope that made you smile, and hopefully it just proves to you that you don't have to be perfect or even anywhere near good at something to enjoy doing it and for you to find it beneficial for your physical or mental health. So friends, let me tell you what's on my little list of bravery for today. So after exercise, next on my list is to start a new sketchbook. Although I studied illustration and animation at university, I have completely slipped out of my drawing and making habit over the last couple of years. Drawing and painting every day was one of my favourite ways to unwind, to unleash my creativity and connect to my inner child. I just always felt so good when I was working in my sketchbook and painting and drawing and trying out new things. But a couple of years ago, after I graduated, I really felt like I lost that spark. And ever since, I have just felt so much pressure when opening a sketchbook or starting a new piece of artwork. Nevertheless, I really want to get back into that daily practice of drawing and sketchbooking and just that daily creativity that just made me feel so good. Today feels like the perfect day to restart that daily practice and just have fun and really try to connect with something that used to make me so happy. Then I would like to challenge myself to film in public. This is something that I've really tried to get better at recently, and you'll have seen in my last few videos, hopefully, that I've been trying to make more of an effort to do that. Even though I've been trying that more, I still find it so nerve-wracking and it makes me feel so self-conscious. But sometimes I feel like that fear or that sense of unease is holding me back from getting shots that I really want for different videos, or from even trying certain video ideas out and different concepts. I think it's just something that I'm gonna have to conquer by doing, and the more that I do it, the more comfortable it will become. I also have on my list for today just some reading time. As much as I want to do new and challenging things today, I also want to make sure that I have something grounding and comforting and something that I know I love to do and that I can really look forward to investing some quality time in myself. So I would really like to get some reading done this afternoon. And then last on my list is I would like to initiate some plans with some friends. Asking people to hang out has always felt really daunting to me, and different phases of my life I found it easier or more difficult. But at this stage in my life, I really want to make a conscious effort to keep connected with all of my friends. Friendship is so important, and I feel like a lot of my friends and we have just moved into new phases of our lives, and those sorts of life changes mean that you just have to make a little bit more of an effort to actually instigate those plans. As an introvert, it is even more daunting. I'm definitely someone who prefers to be asked to do things than do the asking, but sometimes you have to put yourself in other people's shoes, and I know that my friends would really like to be asked to do stuff, even if they might not be available to do it this week. Nevertheless, I'm going to be brave and I'm going to send out some messages to some friends to see if they want to hang out this week. So friends, I hope you've got yourselves your heartwarming drinks and you're ready to have this brave day with me. So, shall we begin? A little fit check before I head out. My mum made me this bag for my birthday. It's like a teeny tiny tote bag, and I am feeling very anxious now that I've actually got ready to go out and film in public. I'm only going to go to Waterstones, so if I go to somewhere that I feel really comfortable in and that I really enjoy going, maybe that will make it easier. But oh my gosh, you guys, I feel anxious, but we're gonna go anyway. We're gonna go see lots of gorgeous books. Shall we go? I think we need to go before I change my mind completely. Oh my goodness me, that was so much busier than I was expecting. I thought it might be a little bit busy, but I really thought it's such a beautiful sunny day outside. I really thought most people would be out and about and most people would be at work, but I failed to consider that it is the school summer holidays and Waterstones was jam-packed. So I did my very best to be brave and film, but oh, that was quite tricky. I did, however, manage to get a couple of shots and I did try my best, and that's all I could have done, and I am still very proud of myself for trying. I went out of my way to do something that I knew would make me uncomfortable, and oh boy, did it make me uncomfortable. But I am home now again. It is actually just gone 4 o'clock, so time is getting away from us today. And so before I have to start thinking about making some dinner, I want to crack on and get some drawing done. Let me find the sketchbook. So this is the sketchbook in question. It's quite large, but there's not very many pages. So this is one I've had since my uni days and I just never opened it up and never got around to using it. So it's a little bit beat up. At some point, I think I'd like to do the cover up, make it look really pretty as one of my little projects. But yeah, today is the day to put something on this completely blank page. So I'm gonna go and grab my materials and we are going to start making some art. Feel free to make some art along with me or do one of your own creative hobbies, especially if it's one that you have not been engaging in for a little while. Maybe let's try and reconnect to what we enjoy doing, and let's do that together. Would you like to see my creation? Ta-da! I'm not gonna say it's not very good. It's childlike and it has brought me a lot of joy to make this little sketch. It's the sea with a boat and a very stormy sky and a very tiny Sarah at the helm of my ship. I wanted some glitter on this, so I used what I used on my eyes as eyeshadow. I don't know how well it picks up, and I put some of that on it. And although yes, I'm not necessarily thrilled with the final result, that is not why I did it. I did it because this sketchbook is one where I want to embrace my inner child and just be in the moment, and that is what this represents. So I'm quite pleased. And at the end of the day, I had such a lot of fun with that 40 minutes or so of just making something. And I think my favourite part was the glitter. I think I should find more excuses to use glitter and metallic paint, and I think I have some glitter pens still lying around somewhere, so I'll have to dig that out for the rest of my art journey in this sketchbook. But yeah, thank you for joining me for that little segment. I had a really fun time, and I feel like maybe it's helped get rid of some of that perfectionism that I have around my art, and that it has to mean something, and it has to be great, and that it has to live up to the standards that I have set for myself, and that high bar. And sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just needs to be fun and bring me joy. So in terms of making our way through the list of things that I wanted to do today, so far we have tried our hand at a new form of exercise, gone out in public and tried to film, and started a new sketchbook and endeavoured to just have fun making something and not think about how to make it perfect. And so far, 3 out of 5 things have gone really well. The last more challenging thing on my list is to message my friends and ask if they want to hang out this week. I'm feeling pretty good about that, and because I film on my phone, I won't be able to show you me doing that, but I'm going to text a couple of my friends and we'll see if anybody is available this week. They may not be, that will be totally fine, but it is the asking that counts. And then after I've done that, I am going to settle down and read for a little bit. We have one last thing to check off to make this day perfect and very productive. Well friends, we have reached the end of the day. I just had dinner, we made a dal and some rice, and it was delicious. But George is home now and I am so looking forward to spending some quality time together this evening. But I just quickly wanted to mention the book that I have been reading, which is God Killer by Hannah Kaner, I think is how you say her name. First of all, this cover is gorgeous, and secondly, this is an absolutely fantastic fantasy book so far. Lots of adventure, lots of interesting female characters. I'm only nearly halfway through actually, but I am really enjoying this. So I will keep you updated, but if you are looking for a slightly grittier but very engaging and immersive world-building kind of fantasy read, then I would so highly recommend you read this, and it'll be like we're reading it together. So if you've read this already, let me know what you think in the comments below. But yes, so that is what I've been reading today and for the past couple of days, and really enjoying. But as I was saying, we have now reached the end of this video, and I just want to say thank you so much for being here. You guys truly make being brave so much easier, because I feel like I'm doing it with somebody, or I feel like there's kind of an excuse to go out and try all these different things and to be the best version of myself, not only for me but also to encourage you to try and find that within yourself. It's not like I'm trying to impress anybody, it's just that I want to encourage you to be the best version of yourself that you're able to be, and to really embrace who you are, because who we are all so individual and so wonderful. And yeah, if no one has told you today, I just want you to know from me to you that I think you are wonderful, and I'm very proud of you for getting where you are now. All of us are going through our own stuff all the time, and yeah, you should be really proud of where you are at this moment in your life, even if it's not exactly where you thought you would be. With that being said, I am going to leave you for today, so thank you so much for being here. Take care friends, and I will see you very soon in another video. Goodbye.